Hey everybody, Jonathan from Buffalo Modular, and behind me is a two-story home on Lake Chautauqua. Now this was a fire rebuild, so this was a unique situation that had unique requirements to it, partially because the owners were trying to replicate as much as they possibly could the essence of what was there. We went through specific design-related decisions on colors and on finishes and on specifics on the floor plan and all of that, but this is also a tight lot, so it led to some unique circumstances for the build. This is an extremely custom build that we've done here. So I'd like to walk you through this so you can see just exactly how this project came to life. This house is 24 feet wide, so it's a very narrow house. As you can see, it's a two-story, so this was set as 4 sections. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, because the biggest that you can go with a single section is 15.5. So this is beyond that, so we had to do it as 4 sections rather than 2. But some specific design-related pieces that I'll point out that were, again, the goal was to replicate as much as we possibly could what was originally there, and I think it's really close to what was originally there. Things like these big, huge picture windows that are on the front of the house, things like the stone skirting that was done on site, the porches that were actually, these porches, with the way that they were done, they were actually included into the modules because of the way that this breakdown works. So the module is actually each module makes this structure a perfect rectangle. Obviously the house itself is not. You got these unique step backs here and that, from the front to the door and then back to this other window here. But with the way that this was done, we were able to get those porches from the factory. You see they got some cable railings up top as well to kind of eliminate as much as possible the obstruction of the view of the lake. As you can see, they have a beautiful view of the lake. They're right on the lake. It's a beautiful property. So the other things that they had done was you have this this white band, trim band here to kind of separate the 2 different colors. I'm not sure if you can tell from the video, but these are actually 2 different colors. You have a lighter color on the bottom and then a darker color up top, plus another band separating that from the shake siding that's there as well. So you got a bunch of different things going on, again, specific to trying to replicate what was there. But what's kind of nice with this too is you get to see the fact that you can do some really unique things. Whether you like these particular decisions or not is a totally different thing, but you can see there's a lot of specificity that you can get into with a new build. So let's get into the house. So we'll come up these stone steps here, beautifully done by a landscaper. And we come up, we have pressure treated lumber on the deck floor, and then we did this to be able to, this was done to be able to allow for no rain to come down through, because obviously there's slots in here and there's nothing below here, so as it rains, below here would just get wet underneath. Now this is a second floor deck, or second story deck, so you don't want that coming down on the first floor. So this was put in on site and seemed to work out really, really well. So let's go in through our front door. It's a unique front door. You actually have shades built right into the door. And again, this is 24 feet wide. So just for clarity's sake, here is the break line right here between the sections of the home. So you got 12 feet this way and 12 feet this way, okay? So you come in, here's kind of a dining room space that they have with big picture window. And here, again, just to get as much view of the lake as possible from here. You can see you have great views of the lake. You're walking into your living room space over here as well with a nice stone fireplace. And then these huge windows. I mean, these windows are mammoth on the front of this house. This is as big as you can get, really, before you deal with issues from an engineering standpoint on the strength and integrity of the wall. So you actually needed some wall here and then some wall on this side to be able to actually handle this size window. So you come back through, nice big open concept here, or with this kitchen space in here. You have your range on this side, microwave hood vent that vents outside, and then we come over here and we have our fridge, pantry space over there, and then obviously sink and dishwasher over here as well. Nice sink over, or window over the sink. We didn't do too much of that just because I mean, you can see here, they're so close together, the houses, that, you know, it gets to be a little bit awkward having a lot of windows on the sides of the house. So we didn't really do too much of that. Just let me go through here and we'll take a look at what we have here. We got a coat closet here because you're coming in through the door. This is actually probably going to be more of the front door space, your quote unquote front door, where the owners are going to be coming through, because there's not really a whole lot of parking in the front. So they'll probably actually come in through here and walk back through the back door. So you're kind of walking in with your lake view in sight. Here is our crawl space access. We'll look at that in just a little bit. Electrical panel, again, because it's a crawl space, panel box has to be installed up above on the first floor. And then you have this bathroom. Again, super unique stuff going on here, right? So you have toilet, shower, and then you have this little tiny door here. The original house had a storage access underneath the stairs going up to the second floor. So we did everything that we could to replicate that. You'll see that we came up as high as we possibly could. You can see the underside of the stairs here. And this is as big as the door as we could do in here with the size of the home that we were building here. And then you got another window in here just to really let in a little bit of light on the side, because otherwise it'd be closed off. Washer dryer space in here as well. And then we kind of come around, if you follow me here, come around to our stairs. So this is a unique situation as well that we have going on here. Again, trying to replicate as much as we could of what was originally there. They had this exposed underneath the stairs going up. So your stairs come up and then they turn and they come up this way, right? So technically you have a landing here, as you can see, and so you could have this opened underneath. So that's indeed what we did here to increase the amount of space for furniture in here. It's not a big property, not a big space. So you really want to maximize every inch that you possibly can. You have white treads and nice risers on here, treads, I mean, on here, stained treads. And then you come up and around, and here we are. Okay, so we did a half wall here. You certainly could try to do railings and leave it all wide open. This was done as a half wall here. Seemed to be the best solution given the circumstances. And then you have 3 bedrooms upstairs. So you have this bedroom here with, again, another big, huge window. As you can see from the front of the house, this window is really done to kind of replicate what was going on the first floor and to mimic that. So it's mostly from an exterior standpoint that this is here. Obviously, you don't need your window going all the way down, but as we're considering that and looking at the plans, it was awkward to end the window up here instead. It didn't look right. So we left the window larger here. Not, you know, they're going to put shades and things like that up anyway. But it makes it nice and wide open here. And then again, because you're bumped forward a little bit from the rest of this, you're able to do these other windows here on the sides, which turned out great. And then if we come around, we have just kind of an open game room space over here with a sliding glass door to a porch. And these railings were done on site, these cable railings, but you can see, I mean, even down low, it leaves a nice view of the lake. Man, it's beautiful. So quiet. So we'll come back through. Got vinyl plank floor through the whole house. So nice clean look all through the house. You got your upstairs bathroom, because again, this is where the bedrooms are. 2 sinks in here, toilet and stand-up shower. They didn't really want a tub in here. Didn't feel the need for it. Upstairs, we got the tub downstairs though. You got a furnace closet here. Okay. And then over here, you have small little hall linen closet, shelves all the way through. And then you come over here is one of your bedrooms, right? And then over here is your other bedroom. Fans were put in on site. There was just a junction box put in there. But you can see the owners are starting to get some stuff into the house to be able to move in very soon. So as you come down, we're on our first floor again. There's a pocket door here to our crawl space access. There's just too many doors going on in here, and they're all swinging into each other. And so we did a pocket door here. Here's our crawl space access. Now this is a lot bigger of a crawl space than typically what you would see. Usually crawl space is going to be, 3-4 feet. This is much bigger than that. I'm standing up in here and I am just barely hitting my head. So we're just under 6 foot to be able to do this here. So you can see there's a lot of space down here, a lot of space for some additional materials that they have down here. So as you come around, you can see water tank system. You got tankless hot water, and then a whole bunch of water filter systems over here as well. Thankfully these are safe for a whale, so that's great. Gotta keep our whales safe. So anyway, so we come around here and you got your sump over here, but plenty of space, nice big access point to come down. And this is a poured wall on this as well. As you can see, the site being really, really tight. There was no way we were gonna do superior walls on here because it was just too tight to be able to do that here. You need a decent amount of space on site to be able to put all of the fill that's been excavated before you backfill after the house comes out and after the poured floor goes in. Hey, thanks so much for joining us of this walkthrough video of this fire rebuild on Lake Chautauqua, this 2-story home, really narrow build, just showing you some different things that you can get into. This is not a normal size home, or at least modular home, because of the fact that you'd break it up into 4 sections. Typically, this is something you'd stay away from, and you get into more like a 30-foot wide version of this. The property can't handle that, so this is what we did here, and I think it worked out pretty well based on what we were able to do. So the owners are being able to get into a 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with a fireplace in it, game room space, and a very, very large crawl space. So hope this is helpful to you as you're considering your building project and thinking about really how nuanced and specific and custom you can get on these things. Now, maybe these customizations are not what you're looking for, but the point being to show you just how unique you can get in these builds. So thanks so much for watching. Hope this is helpful to you. Feel free to leave some comments below on things that you like, things that you don't like, questions that maybe I didn't answer in this video. Feel free to comment below and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. Thanks again for watching.